Well, welcome back, everyone. Another great start to the market week in the active trader room and on WealthCharts. We are still in that long-term uptrend channel, but we're trying to plunge through from quadrant 4 to quadrant 3 of that long-term uptrend channel. Will the market wait for Nvidia's earnings after the bell on Wednesday, or will we see it submerge? The key line is 73.62. Below 73.62, the door opens for us to fall to the bottom of the weekly pivot range into the mid to upper 7200s. However, back above 74.45, the door is open for a bounce back and a retrace back up to all-time highs. The market is slowed down in its descent after a 1.25% move down on Friday for the primary market, the S&P E-minis. We are seeing a continued move down today of about 1/3%, well up off the lows. Below the lows of the session, which are 73.75, we've got that support at that pink line. Below that 73.62 line, the door does open for lower. What is the market likely to do? Well, I think the market's more likely going to hold up for clarity of direction from Nvidia's earnings. We don't have a lot of economic data coming out today or tomorrow. Wednesday, we do have the FOMC meeting minutes. We've got some bond paper coming in from some other G7 nations. And of course, we've got Nvidia's earnings after the bell. Using the triple S indicator on a daily chart, we'll remain in a buy signal state, but it is stressed. We're below the speed lines. When we look at the 4-hour chart, we're getting these oscillative signals, perhaps some pre-trade conditioning with a tentative sell on the 4-hour chart right now. We've been in a sell signal state on the 1-hour chart with that amazing pre-trade conditioning setup. Down signal appeared on the evening of the 14th last Thursday. We did see that down signal. We got an up signal. We got another down signal. And that happened 12 a.m. Eastern time on that hourly bar on Friday. And down the hatch, the market has gone, working with that signal. But of course, today we did have a little poke above the MSR channel. We're back below it at this stage. All signals are leaning to us more likely going lower. However, we're still in a market that's awaiting clarity of direction. For instance, today so far during cash hours, and I'm recording this video around 1:15 p.m. Eastern time, we did not see the ES come down and make lower lows during the cash session for its overall future session, while the NASDAQ has come down and did make that lower low for its future session so far on the day. The NASDAQ is weaker, as you can see. Now, I've been trading both long and short, primarily on the short side. I traded about 4 different accounts in front of folks today, grossing over 2,500 in one account, over 750 in one, over 700 in another, and I did have a losing account down about just shy of $500, but a grand total of so far on the trading day up about just over $3,500, adding to my overall tally since May the 8th. Now, the tools that I'm using and the rules that I'm following are helping me stay more consistent and continuing to grow the overall gain over there, as you can see, if you've been following me in videos just like these. And where I wanted to kind of bring this video into a conclusion is we have to be mindful of the falling resistive structures that we're dealing with, but we're in a market that clearly is in wait for Nvidia's earnings. If we happen to find ourselves coming up above that 74.45-ish area, well, we're in a spot then where we have come up above the bottom lip of the mattress. The 2 center lines here, thicker blue and purple line, make up the center of the weekly pivot range, which are these numbers down here. I affectionately call that the mattress. Getting a hold of 74.45 keeps the door open for a retrace of the damage done on Friday, but is it likely going to last at these overvalued nosebleed highs? My preferred outcome here would be for an attempt to come up, potentially a pump and dump through the Nvidia earnings, and the latter half of the week more likely pointing down into the week after. So I'll leave it right there, folks. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some clarity in terms of directionality overall. And of course, I'm trying my best to continuously add consistent results to the picture over here. Of course, past results are not an indication of future performance, but if we use the rules and we follow if we use the tools and we follow the rules, tend to be more often in the green. Have an incredible rest of your trading day, and I thank you for watching. And again, a big warm welcome to all the new Triple S students. Bye for now, everyone.